Coming in, this is in connection to the gold smuggling scandal with actor Ranya Rao at the center of the entire storm. Now what we are learning is that the Directorate of Revenue Intelligence has made some explosive claims in the Ranya Rao case. It says that Ranya transferred money to accused Tarun's account, adding that he tried to flee the country. The DRI claims that Ranya Rao helped Tarun book tickets to flee the country. That's the big piece of news that's coming in. Also, what we're learning from top DRI sources is that both the actors, remember Tarun is also an actor like Ranya Rao, both the actors Tarun Raju and Ranya Rao allegedly operated a gold trading company in Dubai named Veera Diamonds Trading LLC and had been acquainted with each other since college. To get more details, I'm joined by my colleague Harish Upadhyay on the broadcast. So Harish, on these new revelations coming in from the DRI when it comes to Ranya Rao allegedly helping Tarun escape, give us the details.
Well, what the DRI has informed the court at this point in time is that Ranya Rao had in fact transferred a lot of money from her account to Tarun Raj's account. Not just that, they believe that the money that was used to book the tickets for Tarun Raj from Dubai to Hyderabad was the money that Ranya Rao had transferred. They have also in fact told the court that Tarun Raj is a US citizen. There is a flight risk. In fact, there was a lookout circular that the agency had issued against his name. And they believe that there was a lot of transaction. They have also said that there were declarations that Tarun Raj had made that he was carrying gold to Geneva, but instead had brought that gold to India. And they've also recovered these declarations. And they believe that this was smuggling that had taken place not just once, but multiple times. And these transactions need to be investigated. And that's what the DRI has told the court. So clearly establishing a link between Ranya Rao and Tarun, and at the same time talking about the smuggling that has happened multiple times where Ranya Rao and Tarun have been involved.
Right, I'm also joined by... So Harish, when it comes to this entire situation that's happening, also joined by Rohini Swamy. Rohini, when it comes to the entire investigation, also what we're learning by top DRI sources is that there seems to be a gold trading company at the center of this entire smuggling nexus. It seems that there was a formalized kind of operation to smuggle gold into different countries, including India. And as Harish was pointing out, to smuggle gold into Geneva as well. And this was an operation between these two actors who knew each other since college.
Well, that is true, and that's what we have been getting from our DRI sources as well. Not only were they in a partnership company where both of them, that is Ranya Rao as well as Tarun, had a 50-50% partnership. Tarun was was part of the entire operation where he was taking care of the daily operations as well. And the system was very clear, and this has not been running now. Let me also tell you that what we have got to understand is both Tarun and Ranya know each other from their college days. They have been friends for quite some time, and they had set up this company together. And the idea was to move gold and rather import gold into Dubai and sell it in Dubai is what they had got their licenses for to operate their company. But what they would do is they would move it in Geneva and Bangkok and then say they would be investing it, but through Hawala and other ways, they would direct it to India. And that is how this whole nexus happened. And this is not something that has happened over just a few months or a few days clearly, because what the DRI has found is the multiple visits. When we even presented for 27 visits to Dubai itself, clearly shows that this is a nexus, or this is an operation that has been well planned over several years. Not just that, we've also heard how when her bail application was being heard, very clearly the court also said that this nexus runs deep. And that is why her bail is rejected, because this could not only affect the economy of the country, it could also be a national security threat. This involves multiple movements, Hawala transactions between countries itself, clearly showing that this is something where the connection between Ranya Rao and Tarun is so deep. And very clearly, we are hearing Tarun's bail as well. We have heard the courts also saying how he tried to flee the country as well. And Ranya is also which the investigators say, has used Tarun's US visa as well, because then that is when she has been able to move easily between the Emirates as well as India as well. And she also, because of the fact that she has business interests in Dubai, she is able to use her UAE work visa as well to work around things. So clearly it's not something that happened overnight. And the connections run not just in one country, but also Europe, and we've seen other parts of Southeast Asia. So this is something that is not just they're investigating a network of Ranya Rao and Tarun, but they seem to see there are multiple other players. But it's important right now that they seem to have found, and they say accused number one and accused number two here being Ranya and Tarun seem to understand being the pulse of this entire gold smuggling racket. But more connections and details are yet to come out.
Absolutely. Big revelations coming in from the DRI investigation. Now, both Tarun and Ranya became business associates in 2023. This is what top DRI sources are telling CNN News 18, establishing Veera Diamonds in Dubai on a 50-50 shareholding basis. Also, what we are learning is that Tarun was a working partner and handled the operations on Rao's behalf when it came to the entire gold trading operation, which was clearly a smuggling operation. Harish continues to be with us on the broadcast. So, Harish, clearly, the role of the top administration officials is also coming into focus now, beyond the fact that privileges were extended to Ranya Rao at the airports when it comes to her easy passage into the country as she was smuggling gold. Any indication coming in that more top officials could be involved in this entire racket, given the fact, as Rohini is pointing out, there was a gold trading company, smuggling was taking place not just in India but in other countries, and this is a nexus that now extends beyond India into other countries, both in the Middle East as well as Europe.
Well, absolutely. Remember, the DRI strongly believes that this was an international gold smuggling syndicate that was operating and which had strong links in Dubai. The fact that somebody had managed to smuggle gold and clear the security barrier at the Dubai International Airport's Terminal 3 and then hand it over to Ranya Rao, that made the DRI believe that there were powerful individuals in Dubai that Ranya Rao was in touch with, and they had helped the actor there. That was something that the DRI had told the court as well. So not just in Bengaluru, but even in Dubai, they believe that there were strong links. One. Second, the DRI also saying that this is a syndicate that's already ensured that a lot of smuggling has already taken place. They've at least recovered two such invoices or two such gold purchases that have happened in Dubai and declared to the Dubai custom officials. They believe that gold also was brought to India. That's what the DRI believes at this point in time. Who were the end beneficiaries? Perhaps that's something that the DRI wants to investigate here and look at where that gold ended up in the country. That's something that is also being investigated. Third, and the crucial point is how did they ensure that this gold was brought to India? Now, as you mentioned, yes, the suspicion is also that there are government servants who perhaps are involved in this racket. But was there involvement of others? Was it just lower rung officials at the custom checkpoint and other places who helped Ranya Rao and Tarun? Or were there other people who instructed them to act in a certain manner? That is something that the CBI is looking into right now. And let's not forget, the DRI believes that there was a full-fledged Hawala transaction that was taking place in multiple of these visits that these two have made to Dubai and then back to Bangalore. So who were the people, who were the Hawala operators, and who were the beneficiaries of that transaction? That's also something that the ED is currently looking into.
Right. Thank you, Harish and Rohini, for getting us the latest when it comes to the DRI investigation into the gold smuggling racket, now expanding the ambit of this entire scandal that has sent shockwaves across Karnataka, also extending it to the UAE as well as Europe, as this entire gold smuggling nexus, it seems, was a well-planned operation by both Ranya Rao as well as Tarun, who founded this gold trading company as a front for their smuggling operation.